Hey, it's good to see you.
It's so good to see you. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sounds Like BS with Brooklyn and Scott. That's Scott.
It's Brooklyn. There she is. Episode 2. Oh my gosh.
Coming at you.
Hey, good morning. It's been
Good morning. It's been like forever.
Look at you and your coffee.
Which one?
How many do you have?
This one's today's.
Oh, got it. How do you take your coffee? Your coffee.
This is coffee from yesterday.
Do you say
my
yesterday?
coffee cup from the day before.
Coffee cup from the day before?
Another coffee cup for you. And one more for good luck.
More? Ah, that's a cute coffee cup.
Is it? I think so.
Of course.
Don't forget to hydrate. I'm a disgusting pig. How do I take my coffee?
How do you take coffee?
2 sugars and a splash of cream.
A splash of cream?
It's like Tetris. I have to set.
You're like stacking them up over.
You like this one? This guy is one awesome dad.
He is.
Just call me Zaddy.
Exactly. With a Z.
With a Z. And then she believed she could, so she did that shit.
Oh, he's so inspirational.
Are you a coffee person?
I'm not. I don't like coffee. So I will drink coffee on vacation. It's the weirdest thing. If I'm on vacation,
Because it's like fun almost. Like
you
gotta have my vacation coffee.
Wake up in Ireland, go down, have a little coffee. I know. I've been everywhere. Yeah. Episode 2. If you haven't listened to episode 1 yet, you want to go check that out. It's an intro to who the hell we are.
We don't know.
It was a good one. It made me uncomfy a little bit.
Which made me happy a lot of bit.
Which made you happy, but it also made you uncomfy because I had to get you talking about yourself.
That's so weird. I know.
I don't like it either. It's gross.
I don't like it. It's so weird because I'm a very established, intelligent, beautiful, stunning woman. And so to try and find the words to describe my existence is just I'm cool sometimes. I'd hang out with me.
She is. I will attest to that. She's fun to hang out with.
Oh, thanks.
She's a solid hang.
I immediately pictured.
Don't.
Okay. I'm a sweet pair of nuts.
You're a sweet, sweet hang.
I really hope it doesn't. I hope we don't hang out once a year.
I know that was because.
But have you looked at plane tickets for anything?
Yes.
I just looked at plane tickets to go from Nashville, Tennessee.
To Nashville, Tennessee, to Florida.
To LA.
Oh, to Los Angeles.
$600 a person.
Yeah, I know. They're skyrocketing right now.
When the last time I looked, which was middle of last year, I think it was like $110 round trip.
I know. Yeah. What's in LA though?
My friend.
Got it.
I have 2 friends there and some palm trees. I've never been.
You've never been to LA?
Nope, never been to California. The farthest I've gone is Las Vegas because my family lives in Las Vegas.
Got it.
Right?
Holly and I are going to California next. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, this isn't going to be released. We're going to California next week.
Are you going back? Did you just go there?
We were just there.
Fans of it? I'm just going to keep traveling there.
Yeah, well, it's her dad's, and so that's why I can say this because it's a surprise, and it won't. So it's her dad's 70th birthday, and we're doing like this surprise trip for him, and he has no idea. He knows he's gonna go with like his girlfriend, but has no idea that like all of us are gonna be there to hang out with him. Like go to a Giants.
Some of my favorite.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Go to a what game?
A San Francisco Giants game.
Oh, I thought you were like the Giants. I'm like, wait, how's that possible? Because that's one thing I do know. It's not football time.
It is not football time, and the Giants are definitely not in San Francisco.
Are they even allowed to play anymore? Because how good they are. See, I told you I can do sports talk.
They're so bad. What are you talking
so bad.
They're so bad. But
Let's
the
go
Broncos weren't much better this past season. But are we going to talk sports? Is this our sports segment?
No, actually, this isn't our sports section. Segment.
Segment.
Sport. Sounds risque.
For sure, calling them
Segment.
from now on.
This is our social media segment. I wish I had like a music to play, like pow pow.
This
Social media.
episode, we are going to be talking about them socials.
That's why I wore my social media shirt. Did you want to see it?
Yes.
Okay, let me show you the front. It's just a small little ditty.
Fake.
Oh God, hold please.
Yes.
Almost choked myself out.
Fake. I mean, that sums it up. And that's our episode. So
you guys have a great week.
Thanks
We'll
for
see you next
joining.
Monday.
Tell us about social media. Fake.
The end. That's the story.
And that's a wrap.
That's the segment.
Join us for episode 3 next week.
Where we'll be talking about anything else.
Anything else? We're going to get into some nitty gritty stuff in some of these episodes from some of the things we've talked about.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's going to be juicy.
I like when we say we should talk about and like we don't know how you'd feel about it. And then we realize that it's another thing that we connect on. Exactly. I don't remember what happened. It happened yesterday, but I don't remember what it was.
Yep.
Let's be honest. Probably the fact that I was the funniest one in the group.
Is that what I realized?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, hide behind that thing. So, them socials.
Yeah. So I've been on social media for, I mean, if we go back.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Were you on MySpace?
I was, but like I don't even remember having like a top 8 or whatever that is. Like I don't remember that stuff. I remember like putting a song like that I liked on my MySpace, and then that was
the one that like related to your mood. So everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, she's so heartbroken today.
She's depressed."
So yeah, I was on MySpace. Held that down for a long time.
I wasn't big on social media before 2 years ago. Like I had all the platforms, I just didn't give a crap.
See, I don't know why I did. Like,
yeah,
I did though. I was on MySpace hardcore. I really enjoyed the top 8 option because I really like pissing people off and letting people know when they fucked up. I've been doing it my whole life.
Like you would play that game, kicking people out of your top 8.
You're out, and that's why. Yeah, 100%. That's why I love the new text message feature where you can pin conversations. If you get out of that top 8, well, it's actually a 9, a top 9. Get the fuck out.
See, I've only got 3 up there.
Well, I have people that stay. Dennis is number 1. My brother's number 2. My oldest is number 3. Youngest number 4. Dad number 5.
Oh,
and then the rest are the people.
That's
all my friends.
And then the last few spots your friends have to fight for. They're just
and if you get out, and I've kicked a couple people out, you're not getting back up there.
That's it. You're done. But did people make it back into the top 8 on MySpace?
Oh yeah, because I was younger and I gave too many chances.
Oh, that is some petty behavior.
And that's where it all began. Did I ever tell you that I wrote a song about being the petty queen?
No, sing it.
I was, and then it got shared. It got shared on some petty website. Do you watch The Challenge?
On MTV?
Yeah.
I've heard of it, and
the game show.
Yeah, where it's like physical challenges. Yeah.
I would love to be on. That's the show that I want to be on.
I'd like to be on that one.
It would be so fun. But one of the people on that, I've been following her forever because I like her because she doesn't bullshit.
Yeah.
She says exactly what the fuck she means. And I liked her.
Well, that's you.
And and so I've been following her for a while. And then she started a podcast and a Instagram that was about petty. So she shared it. And I don't even know.
Like, you wrote it recently?
No.
Do you have the song? Play it.
There it is. Ready?
Yes. Let's hear it. Let's hear this song.
Know what post to mean?
Hold on.
If you petty and you know what post to mean, I said he call out all my haters. What you mean? Yes, girl, I'm petty and I know it. Just one click, my post will show it. Go get mad about the fact I'm petty queen.
Oh, petty queen.
If you petty and you know what post to mean.
I love it.
I've been petty forever. I just happened to pass the title down, but it doesn't mean that
You started being petty with the top 8 on MySpace.
2004, I think. Anyways, what's the point?
the petty queen. So someone from the challenge posted that?
Yeah, she did. And she's
Oh,
like, this is
that's
why it's
great.
important to check your messages because you find gems like this. And we've
Aw.
been friends ever since.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Petty
Yeah.
queen. So you were hard on MySpace, and then what followed MySpace? Like Instagram? And Facebook's been around
Facebook.
forever.
Facebook. When Facebook opened, was it Facebook that opened to the public? Because Facebook was originally made for the college kids.
Okay. I don't know that.
So yeah, it was made for like a college forum, like college kids to communicate the way that Facebook is used, but only for a small group. And then it was open, like he was like, I could be wicked rich. And so he became wicked rich and opened it up. And so then I joined Facebook, went hard in the paint for that one.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't really know why though.
So again, I
hate Facebook.
So do I. I can't stand it. I had a Facebook page, but like I would post once every 3 years.
Really? Not me. I was posting all day, every day.
I was never into social media. It's the craziest thing. And then 2.5 years ago is when I started going horde in the paint.
Really?
That was it. 2.5 years ago, got on TikTok. And that kind of
not Instagram.
No, I went hard on TikTok. I have an Instagram account, and I had an Instagram account, but I had like 400 friends, and that was it. And it was like the same on Facebook. And then I started TikTok, and it just blew up. And so, like, I've been posting just recently. You know this, like in the last couple of weeks, I've been posting more on Facebook because I never did. Never even in the last 2 years on being on TikTok and Instagram, I just kind of ignored Facebook because I don't like Facebook.
Me neither. I mean, I like it for the memories. Like that's what I was trying to look right now. But sometimes when I go, sometimes it's a little baby. When I go on here and I read some of the stuff that I wrote, I'm like, you stupid bitch, shut up. And I go and I'm like, private. I'm like, I don't want anyone to.
Yeah,
it's not like it's bad stuff like that would ruin or cancel me. It's just shit like I'm absolutely so in love and blah, blah, blah. Shut up. But here's me doing roller derby.
Focus in camera. Oh my gosh.
That was after the game and we do high fives and it's fun. Oh, we're off. We're done. We are finished with that.
Hang up your Facebook.
Hang it up. But yeah, so yeah, Facebook, Instagram, and then that's where I've been forever. And it's taken me forever to like grow a following or anything on Instagram. And I don't even have a big following at all. But the only reason why I do is because of TikTok.
Sure. Yeah, I think TikTok, well, of course, obviously TikTok boosted all of my social media like 100% because that's where I just started doing. So I got on social media. The story behind me getting on social media is my stepdaughter, Lottie, was 10, I think at the time, was asking me and her mom, hey, can I get TikTok? And we were both like, gross. No,
absolutely not.
Evans to Betsy's. No, hell. Oh, like, no, it's gross. And I was just like, no, isn't that just like some dirty thing or like naked girls dance around?
Yes.
That's what I thought it was. I was like, that's all the app is. And why on
you're not wrong.
Like, you're not going to have this. And like her dad was like, no, her mom was no, I was no. And then at the time I'm traveling, working construction in a hotel room by myself, miserable, lonely. Holly and my family is back at home and I'm in a stupid hotel room hating myself. And I was like, let me check this out.
let me go see what I can do.
Let me see what this is all about. So I started making videos because I was like, I can lip sync. I'm pretty good at memorizing things and quoting movies and remembering lyrics. Like I've just always been good at it. I don't know why. My mom always said if you were half as good at schoolwork as you are at memorizing a song, like you would be a great student. And I was a decent student, but not like
I was not.
But so I started doing lip syncs and then I would do dances on a job site. And then I didn't tell a soul. I didn't tell my wife. I didn't tell my family. I didn't tell my brothers. I was like, I don't care about social media. I'm not going to do this. Then all of a sudden I had like 30,000 followers and then 50,000 followers. And I was like, hey, Holly,
look what I can do.
What I can do. And I was like, I kind of have a following on social media. I don't, here's my page. And she was like, what?
Who are you?
When did this happen? I was like, I just started doing videos on like my job sites and stuff, and people started following me. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, like what the heck? Like, what are
That's
you
so
gonna do with
funny.
it?" I was like, "I don't know. I have no idea."
Not a clue.
Nothing.
I think that's hilarious though.
So it just started, and
I did it with, do you remember Dub Smash?
yes. What was Dub Smash?
Say it's lip syncing. That's the whole thing. It's all about sounds.
Yes, I did a Dub
So
Smash
that's
and posted it on Instagram once. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you brought that up. Yes.
so that's what I started with because I was like, this is so fun. And it was fun because I would find the stupid funny ones.
Yep.
I never did the trendy, like the dancing and all that. I never did all that stuff,
Okay.
which is crazy because I love dancing and I'm a good dancer.
Yeah.
But I have tried some of these dances. I'm like, why can't I do this? What is happening? Is it because I'm old now? Why can't I do these dances? How
There's the
do you
whoa.
whoa?
There's the whoa.
I can't.
Whoa.
Me doing a smash led me to seeing Musically, the app, which is TikTok.
See, and I never heard of Musically.
And I hopped on that bitch quick. And I was like, this is a hoot. But I did Vine.
I had Vine,
Oh.
never posted a Vine.
Talk about pure joy and just my entire life wasted. Vine. I loved it. And so I started being goofy and dumb on there.
Yeah.
Something happened with Android, something changed with the Android phones where they were like really trying to be. So
Yeah.
I made a tinfoil hat. So I was known for like my tinfoil hat.
Is that right?
Yeah, just a goofball, like having the blast.
Oh.
And then they took it away in my heart.
That
Died that day.
Heart?
And then I did the Musically thing for a little bit. And I think I showed you some of the videos. Like if you scroll far enough back, like if you go to my first video on TikTok.
Onto your videos on TikTok, they're from Musically.
Yeah. And when the app got switched over.
Okay.
Or something like that. Anyways.
Yeah.
And then I've always been on the app. I've just never pushed. I never did the content every day. I also was working like full time. I was in school trying to get my degree and all that shit. So I just didn't focus on it. And then it got bought out to TikTok and the fucking pandemic hit.
Yeah.
And I was being myself where I was just like being a dork.
Yeah.
And posting it. Making fun of, like, one of my viral videos is me wording, what would you do if your son was at home crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry? And the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money because his daddy's gone. I mouthed that and people went nuts over it because I was making fun of people just having their fucking dumb opinions, which that's not fair, but about the pandemic and the people's jobs and like, just like, what would you do? Oh, because people were losing their jobs and they were like making fun of people, how they were trying to like make ends meet at that time.
Sure.
So then I was like, what would you do if your son was at home? And it went nuts. And then that's just kind of who I was at that point. And then I didn't really blow up until I started making time.
Yep.
And then when people saw how fast I could talk, they were mind blown, which I don't even think I talk that fast.
You are like the Micro Machine Man.
That's crazy. I don't think I'm like,
but it's not fast to where it's like out of control. It's just so much information said so quickly and like without any hiccup. Like it's impressive is why people love it. It's like, oh my gosh, she's saying a lot of very relevant things really quickly.
I gotta go back. That's how I get my views up.
You have to rewatch it because, like, what I know I missed a lot.
Yeah, that's how I get my views up.
It does. It's like
I had no fucking
again. That's why you speak so fast.
Yeah, like catch up. Or watch it again and again and again. No, I just didn't know. I just was like talking fast because I didn't have enough time. There was no 3-minute videos. You got to
fit it all into 1 minute.
Hurry the hell up. And there's been, because people always want to know how many takes does it take, and it's not like that. A lot of people do. My brother just mentioned, he's like, okay.
Do you
it's
write
you
it
and me
down?
here?
I was like, do you write it down? Do you memorize your script and then do you go? And you're like, no,
because I wouldn't be able to. It would my brain wouldn't be able to do that.
Right.
My brain would not be able to write something down and then try to read it and memorize it, which I can memorize things, but it's not how it works. There's been a couple of times on a couple of situations that have made me very angry that I went so long that it just all of a sudden, I'm not even paying attention. Like I'm looking, but I'm not looking. And I just hear myself talking to myself. I'm like, fuck. And like, I've gone too far. Like I just kept going. I was like rambling. So I had to start over.
Yeah. Okay. And then you're like, hey, now what do I cut out to make it fit?
Yeah, but see, I'm like, no, I don't want to cut and chop because people are going to think
because then it's not genuine.
Right.
Yeah, you want the genuine one take. This is how I feel, and I'm going to give it everything I've got right now. Yeah,
and it's funny because if you go watch those videos, you can tell that I've tried a couple times, like 2 or 3 times, and I just couldn't shut up. And I was just like, I've made time again, so much time. And then I think one of them, which the video got removed, is so stupid.
Of course,
I was teaching people about needles and how to recap your needle and stuff like that because everybody wanted to say that someone got a fake vaccine and the needle folded in. But you could see that I had 3 red dots because I had already done it 3 times because I'd start talking because it's information that I really know about. I'm really passionate about when it comes to medical field. And I was like, oh. So everybody's like, I see you've tried a couple times. I'm like, fuck you.
Yes, I have.
Piss me off.
Yes, I absolutely have.
So that's how we started, I guess.
That's how we started. What's your favorite thing about social media? I want to
amount. Okay, so when I think of social media now, I think of TikTok immediately. That's where my brain goes because that's where I spend most of my time. I do post a lot on Instagram, but TikTok, my favorite thing is the amazing talent that nobody would have known about because they're just at their house and they're just in a small town thinking that they aren't going to make it anywhere. And so they just put their phone up and start singing, or the artists, the amount of times that I've had goosebumps
of people singing or playing an instrument or
unbelievable.
The
comedy, the joy that I've gotten from some apps. I mean, some creators.
It's given people a lot of really, really talented people a platform that they would have never had.
Never. Yeah. And so that is 100%. That's 100% my favorite part about TikTok.
Yep. How about least favorite? Are you wearing it?
100%. I wore my shirt for the occasion because social media is 97.3%
fake. And I think you lowballed that percentage.
I did. I'm not good with percentage. I just throw a number out there. You know that 100% of statistics are
fake.
Usually wrong. I cannot stand how fake.
87% of the time it works every time.
Every time. I cannot stand how fake social media.
It's so fake. It is so.
It's mind blowing. It's the fact that I know some of these people in real life, and I'm like, that's not true. That's why I call Facebook fake book.
Oh yeah.
It's 100% fake book. That's why I do my Reelstagrams, #Reelstagrams, where I'm like, this is a filter. This is not. Like I've done side by sides of an Instagram filter, and I'm like, oh my, I am not this person. It's unbelievable to me. And these people, and then.
Oh no.
It's just so fake. I'm going to get mad. This is a bad topic.
You are.
This is a horrible choice.
I can see you getting mad.
Milk was a bad choice. I'm in my glass box of emotion. It's so fake. These fitness warriors out here with their padded asses talking about you just need to do 165,000 squats 3 times a day and you're going to have an ass just like this. I'm like, or you can cut your couch up, grab the fucking styrofoam,
booty,
shove it in your fucking leggings and lunge away.
And look at my booty.
It's so annoying.
It is. Annoying. And I just can't. I don't do well with that because I think I've built my following being just genuine and real and relatable because I'm just who I am. Like when you met me in person, were you like, oh, he's so different?
No, I was just like really tall. Hey.
Oh,
that's maybe just changing the angles a little bit, but I see that I'm going to need a neck brace. Okay.
That's everyone. You're taller,
and that's because
I thought you would be because
I'm shorter than everybody thinks.
That's right.
Everybody's like, "Oh my god, I thought you were like."
Because you have a big personality, and
that's what I say.
And I'm like, hi. If everyone is happy, don't make fun of me.
No, I always say, I was like, no. It's my attitude is tall as shit. I'm small. I'm small.
And you're small. You're pocket size. And I am a giant.
I am 5'5".
You're my wife's size. You're both itty bitty.
Hey, itty bitty. Teeny tiny. Okay. But yeah, so I can't stand, that's the biggest pet peeve I can't stand fake creators anyways, when I know you in real life and I'm like, you really just posted like you were having the best day of your life, when in all actuality, you just got done texting me how much you hate your life. Okay. We love that for us.
Interesting.
But
so, like, how do I react? Do I react to my text or do I react to your post?
I can't stand those people, but I'm also, don't do it. Don't be my friend. Scott, do not text me
No.
and be like, I'm fucking so miserable today. Like, I literally woke up on the wrong side of the bed, which you're allowed to do, by the way. I don't understand why people think you're not allowed to do that. I do it regularly, at least twice a week.
Right.
And then go on social media and be like, yeah. And then go on social media and be like, oh my God, woke up so blessed that just the sun is shining. 2 butterflies landed on my nose at the same time. They kissed each other, kissed me, flew off into the sky. I'm like, I will be like, I'll text you like, you're a lying sack of shit.
Liar.
And if you don't fucking write some kind of post saying, you see, that's what social media looks like, but that's not what it, if you don't come back from this, I'm calling you out.
That's it.
I'm calling you by now.
That's it. Just yeah. The fake for me is up there, but I just don't understand a hater or a troll. I don't get it.
No,
I don't get the mindset. I will never understand why people I do understand when people get low and miserable. I do get that, but I don't get the I'm going to take this out on others mentality.
There has been a day where I was just miserable about things falling through for me. My bank account is fucking lower than I wanted to, whatever the fucking case is. And I hop online and I see somebody having a great day. And I literally, I'm like, fuck you. And I scroll on. I don't really mean it. I'm not going to pause, hop in your fucking comment section, be like, you're a piece of shit for being this fucking, I'm just like, fuck it. Hold it down. Don't want to see things like this. I just don't understand. Like, why did you waste your time?
Yeah, I don't get it. If you don't like it, and if you are in that mood and you hate seeing someone happy, like it's this easy. Just move along or shut off your social media for the day because you are in a bad place and no one needs to hear your miserable take. No one needs to step
on some grass barefooted. Like, take a day. I don't get it though. It literally is, as cliche as it is though, it literally is just a reflection.
I know.
I mean, I understand they're picking at things about us personally. Like, my favorite is when people say stuff about my nose. I didn't even know there was an issue with my nose until I joined TikTok. I had no idea. Well, no, I'm good with it.
Yeah. And you should be. Like, what's the problem with your nose?
Nothing. But they're like, when are you going to get a nose job? And I'm like, I can send you my Venmo information as soon as you send that over. I'd be more than happy to use that for.
If you want to make a GoFundMe because you're so interested in my nose, then
I'm more than happy to accept that. I will be using it for vacation.
And I will not touch my face.
Absolutely not. I won't do that. I'm going to go on vacation. But I will send you a picture.
What goes through someone's mind where they're just like, I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to comment on her nose, on her appearance, on this person's looks, on his body, on his on his eagle head. Like,
yeah,
I just don't get it. I would never.
That's why when I talked to you, and that was kind of like right after we got like wicked close, like talking all the time.
Yes.
And I just was so mind blown. I'm like, these are strangers talking about a stranger's penis.
When you broke it down and you were like, hey, Scott, do you know where the issue is? It's these men who have zoomed in on your penis and haven't
seen their camera roll
phone. And your penis on their phone, Scott. I was like, you know what? You put it like that.
It's the truth though. Like, okay, great. You're going to talk bad about me or you're going to say something about it, but you are talking about my penis. If you would like it to rest on your chin, just say that.
That is and you said it like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's the truth. That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. And I didn't even think of it that way, but like, hey, yeah, people are just weird. And that has nothing to do with me. And that's the hardest thing. And I had a really good conversation with a friend of mine.
Green screen of your penis. So when they turn, it just kind of tickles their nose. Like, what are you doing, sir? Sir, if you don't mind, I'm going to point at the fact that you are resting your fucking temple.
It was like he had to like move out of the way so that he could show. Look, I zoomed in on this.
And if you keep bringing it down, you know how TikTok works. And you know that if you upload an image to a green screen, it like makes it even closer. So you had to actually crop it that way. You, my friend.
Zoomed in, cropped, cut, screenshotted.
I could not wait to tell you that. Like, I saw you starting to get upset, but I'm like, listen,
listen to what this is. But I had a friend of mine, his wife's been on Instagram for like, she's been trying to be an influencer forever, and she's made it. She's verified on Instagram, has over 1 million followers on Instagram. It's her whole life. She makes a lot of money. Good for her. And I know, she got that blue check mark. And he said he's been on social media forever, and he's like her manager, takes all her photos. And he said, Scott, friend to friend, what you put your energy into is what is going to get the attention and is what's going to grow on your page. The second you start giving attention to the haters, making comment replies, like showing them that it hurts you, that's where the attention is going to go. So if you can, like, you have such an influence over making people happy, making people laugh, being a goofball. If you put your energy into that, that's what grows and that's what people feel from you. The second you switch to where you're hurt by someone who's never met you or doesn't influence you at all, someone who's never met you should never, ever have an effect on how you feel during the day. And I let it.
Yeah.
And I let it.
No, seriously. And so with that being said, though, I think you have every single right to address it.
Sure.
Like, listen, you have a picture of my penis in your phone. Plain and simple. I wore a certain type of bathing suit. You found a picture of it. You saved it. And who's the bigger weirdo? Because I'm going to go with it's not me. And then after that, be like, if you guys want to talk about that and that's what you want to get, there's no other reason to talk about a stranger's penis unless you're trying to get a couple more likes and a couple more follows, which makes you weird because I'm the type of person that I don't give a fuck about follows. I don't give a fuck about the number. I don't care. No. Honestly, on Amanda's ashes, I don't care.
No,
I do not care. That's why, I don't know. So you're 100% supposed to address. I would address, be like, but I address things so differently. So I have to take a step back and realize that I'm so different compared to a lot of people, and we're all handle things differently.
You do. The one talking to you about like when you get a hit, like you love it. you almost are like, yeah, you're like your mouth starts to water. You're like, uh-oh. And you've already got a hat made that says insufferable. Like you just
100%.
You react to it in such a way more positive way. And I just need to learn to do that to where it just like, oh, I'm excited about this. And this is just
I didn't come out of the womb lands being that way. Do you know what I'm saying? I came out of the womb lands being like, I'm not insufferable. You're insufferable. And that makes you ugly. You're ugly on the inside, which means I don't care what you look like. And they're like, oh, you're crying. Are you going to cry about it? I'm like, I'm not crying. You're crying. Screw you. And even if I was, who cares? You're still a stranger. And they're like, okay. And they just keep going. And then when I finally am like, I know I'm sufferable. They disappeared. Like, I'm still sad. I still go check to see if that person
recommented.
They have not replied to me because I replied to them. And I was like, I've entered the chat. How are you? How was your day?
I'm here and I am insufferable.
They're gone.
Let's talk.
They've now deleted that account, I'm sure, and made a new burner account.
Yes.
Because that's what it is. And that's another thing is like, I dare myself to get mad about a burner account saying something. Bro, you just stopped your entire day. Made
an account. You made a separate account. The whole time you're thinking about
email.
Me. The whole time you're thinking about me.
You've probably already used all your emails up. How do I know this? Let's be real. Because I've got one. And I knew that I had to, I got a couple. I had to stop what I was doing, make a new Gmail account, activate that one, use that Gmail account, make a fucking TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like the amount of steps that you went out of your way, out of your day
to make a burner account so that you could watch me and so that you could sneakily make a mean comment instead of just being a bold-faced person and making the comment to me. You spent time making a fake account, stalking me, like thinking about this comment that you're going to make that's just going to ruin my day.
And that's why
here I come. You're insufferable. And then you're like,
I love you too. I'm fucking pregnant now.
Thank you so much.
I know. I have not heard. That's not true. Last year, I was called one thing that I've never been called in my entire fucking life.
Okay.
That really hurt my feelings.
Oh, it did.
Really hurt my feelings. And that's because somebody trolled me. Oh. They don't know me.
Oh.
I went back and looked. They called me a racist. You see how I laugh now? I have never in my entire life ever been called that. Even in full blown arguments with people, no one has ever called me a racist.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm fucking not.
No,
and so
period, you're flat out not. Yeah.
I was devastated because as soon as that troll did that, other people started going and doing that as well. And it's because of the way that I talk, I guess. And so I did take a step back and I like started watching some of my videos. I'm like, okay, I absolutely, because I will never be like, fuck you. No, I'm not. I'm like, okay, there's a reason why you said
I want to know where it came from. Like, where is this coming from?
Yeah. So I take a step back, I watch some of my videos and I contact somebody that I trust their opinion. Yes. And I'm like, do I come off this way? And they're like 100% no.
Okay.
No. I had another woman I've never met before reach out to me who speaks on different subjects like this on social media. And she was like, this is where this came from. Let's look at this. And the amount of respect that I have for her, it is because whenever there's an accent, I have an accent, and someone said that I was using AAVE, and like, it literally made me change like how I looked at everything of myself. And I'm like, it was never intentional. But anyways, so we broke it down, and that broke my heart. Like, it really did break my heart that someone actually called me that.
And they felt like that it was justified, which is so crazy.
And so for a week, I was like, you could see it in some of the videos that I like try to keep posting. You could just tell that I was like, I just looked completely drained and everything. I was devastated. It really devastated me. And then I just sat there and I'm like, no, in all of your 34 years, no one has ever called you that. No one has ever said that to you. No. Because they can't.
Because it's not.
If you know me in real life, you would never be able to say that.
No, absolutely.
Right.
Not, never.
That was the last time that someone ever hurt my feelings. Like, someone could call me that now and I'd just be like, okay.
Okay, you're wrong. You're just wrong.
Okay. I don't know why I couldn't do it then, but I was like, well, maybe I have a guilty conscience.
It was the first time in 34 years you would ever even like, that's even been like something that's been said to you. And it was just like, what?
Yeah. And because of the amount of things, like, it was a very sensitive thing to say, because the amount of things that I've seen, gone through, stood up for, and like that, I'm like, that's why later I was like, if you knew me in real life, you would look like a clown. Calling me that.
An idiot. Like, and everyone around you would be like, what? And that's like, if there's a group of, if you're sitting with a group of people that know you, have grown up with you, your friends, your close family, and someone came in, a stranger, and looked at you and was like, you're a racist. Everyone around that you like, what are you? You're crazy.
Yeah.
You're just a flat out wrong. You don't know her enough. Yeah. Like, you can't even say that without sounding crazy. And that's another way you have to look at it. When you get these comments of someone who have never met you and they're trying to tell you who you are, they've never met you. You've got to think like, would the people close to me who know me actually in real life be able to say that same sentence and have it be real? Like, there's no way. There's no way.
No. And that's why my favorite response is always to agree. I always agree. I mean, obviously if someone's like, you're a racist, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I am. But that's like one of the things I'm not going to say. Yeah. But if you're like, you're ugly, I'm like, yeah, I am.
Yeah, I am. Gosh.
You know what I mean? Anything. And I feel like, and that's what people are like, what should I do? What do you do about the hateful comments? I agree with them. They will never respond. And if they do respond, at that point, it's just sheer comedy gold, because how are you going to respond? If you called me an ugly bat and I'm like, yeah, I am, just flying through the night with all my grossness. Yeah. What do you go ahead? Give me something back.
Yeah. The only response is, I knew it.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a good impression.
Right.
Yeah. Told you. See, everybody, look how smart I am. Follow me. Like and subscribe.
like and subscribe. Oh, speaking of that,
like and subscribe to our page.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, the haters, I do enjoy them, because I just want to see the authenticity is what sticks out to me. Though I've never been called insufferable, and I was like, that is beautiful.
That is a good one. So yeah, and I know, like, we all know that the positivity and the good and the followers who support you far outweigh the idiots
every time,
like by miles.
Mm-hmm.
And Gary Vee, who I like to watch and listen to, I think he says a lot of good things. Do you know who Gary Vee is?
I know who he is.
I don't think you know who he is. Do you like him or not? Because you
not anymore.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Oh no,
I used to, and that's another thing that I can't stand. We can talk about that in a second, but I used to. I was like, I like his style. I like the things he say, and I'm like, now I'm like, oh, you're fake as fuck. Okay.
Oh no, he's fake.
Another $1 in your pocket. Another $1 in your pocket. Okay. I don't know. It's just, I think that some of the information he says is 100% accurate. I won't take that away from him.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to quote him. He just said that the hate is way louder than the positivity. Like,
yeah, and he's right.
The large percentage of people out there are positive, and they are just aren't as loud as the idiots who want to scream hate. And that's true across all platforms. Like,
the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
that's right. That's why
I just had to talk about that on my story the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because of haters. People that want to talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the squeaky wheel always gets the oil.
Yeah.
Which in this case would be a like, a follower, or a view. Because that's the world that we live in.
That's what the end game
That's the
is.
oil.
That's what the game is.
The lady that was attacking you, that you guys ended up, I guess, squashing it or whatever, I still think that she's an idiot, but I hope you follow us, like and subscribe.
Same, but I can be an adult and squash it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, I don't wish her bad. I just think she's a big dodo bird who literally was only doing it because it was trending that week. And she was like, views. Because the things that she was saying wasn't relevant to anything in life. There's literally no positive. She wasn't saving anybody's life. There was no reason to make the video besides to grab a couple of fucking eyeballs.
Yeah. And I took it hook, line, and sinker.
You did. You did. And that's okay sometimes. Because if I see things, the people that were talking, the person that was talking about me on the thing, I immediately was like, okay, well, I'm making an account and I'm coming in. Hello, how are you? I hook, line, and sinker differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do. There's not a wrong way. Well, there is a wrong way. Like if you completely go full face and just lose who your character is completely.
Yeah. Like if I were to stoop to a level and bash a person because they're bashing me, I don't do that.
And so that's what I work really hard on with my I've made times is like, I'm not going to bully somebody, but I am bullying you.
Very easily could.
Yeah. I'm not going to degrade somebody's looks.
Right.
I'm not going off of looks or like real personal things. You know what I mean? I'm picking fun. I'm making jokes about things that you're making clear to yourself. Like you obviously, if you're talking about a woman's body that you don't know, you obviously have insecurities about your own body. You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that, sir?
100%.
What is the most disappointing thing that's happened or that's come from TikTok or social medias for you? Like the most disappointing thing?
It kind of goes along with fake people.
Yep.
And having an expectation of certain people and then being extremely disappointed in the real life version.
It's devastating. And that's mine. It's like seeing these people, I'm like, oh my God, I could relate. I like them. I like this person. They're funny. They seem fun. And then you meet them and you're like,
what am I doing here?
It's devastating. I literally was just scrolling through photos. I went through photos. I saw a picture that I took with somebody and I literally was like, damn, man, that sucks. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, delete. That sucks.
You want to believe that everyone has the same intentions as you. Mm-hmm. You want to believe that everyone is who they portray themselves to be. And I'm like you, I'm a trusting person. I will give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And
you get a hardcore first chance from me. I'm like giving my entire being to you.
Yes.
When I first meet, that's my flaw. That's a big flaw of mine.
You're all in because you just go in trusting and believing that people have the same intentions and have the same, like that they'll treat you how you would treat others. And that's just not the case.
It's not.
And so I've had to learn to be really reserved and to really but you're so good at studying people. Like you can,
which is like real cool. But then again, if you think about it, it's because so many people have fucked me over that I'm like, I really need to study everybody that comes around me. It's such a bummer.
I know. And you pick up on body language, you pick up on
quick.
I know you do. You can just read a person. And I am getting a little better at it. But
I'll teach you the ways. Another thing is I never want someone to be able to have like a one-up on me.
Oh.
Like negatively. Like, okay, so me and you go play golf. You're obviously going to be the better golfer than me. I'm very horrible. I'm very fucking horrible. Like you can have that one up. Okay. But I'm saying like, you're never going to be able to catch me in a lie. I could not imagine if someone was like, yeah, but you said this last week. And me be like, my dog stepped on a bee. You know what I mean? Like I would never allow someone, you're never going to win. You're never going to beat me that way.
And I have learned that I gotta be really careful in social settings with a lot of other influencers around, because I've acted like a fool in certain situations where I look back at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate myself.
True story. I do not think I'm a celebrity. I don't even know. I can't stand the word TikTok fame. It makes me want to like, it makes me melt inside. I just fucking
I don't
hate it.
like
There's
the
no
word
such thing.
influencer.
So I've started to deal with that word better,
I see,
but only because I threw the word on, like the word honest in front of it.
Oh, the honest influencer.
Yeah.
That makes it so much better.
It's so much better because that's exactly what I am. I've gotten products where I'm like, this is absolute fucking garbage. This is garbage. I had a company reach out to me to give me some kind of a fabric shaver, which is perfect because I have cats. If I showed you my fucking dining room table chairs, my cats have destroyed it because I didn't declaw them, which I don't know how I feel about it. I didn't like it, but I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't think I like it. But anyways, I used it. I was like, this is trash. Contacted them and let them know I can either keep the product and put it in my garbage can outside, or you can have it back and put it in your garbage can. But either way, I will not promote this to anybody. It's not gonna fucking happen.
I can't tell you how many things have been sent to me that I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to just talk about this just because.
I've been broke. I know what it's like to spend my own money on things.
Yeah.
I would never expect someone to do that for me. I won't do it.
Well, not only that, like I don't use it. So why am I gonna just like pretend that I do? So I've talked about one product ever, and
Oh, really?
I even got hated for that. So I don't.
You do get hate for it, do you? Is it the ketone thing?
Ketones. Oh my
I
gosh.
don't even know what the fuck that is. Is that an MLM?
It is. It is.
That's why. That's why. It's because the other MLMs out there, these fucking sensitive topic.
It is a sensitive topic. Oh
My God. I'm just gonna. Hey guys, Betty. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. Yeah, we're gonna get started in a minute. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to get in here.
Lay Queen. Like I know.
Boss babe.
I know. I know the stigma around network marketing. I do. I hesitated going into it. I never wanted to be that guy that was like sliding into your DMs like, hey, brother.
But you use the product regularly?
I drink it every single day.
And you appreciate the effects that it has on you?
I love the product. I love what it's done for me. I love what it's done for my dad, my sister, my family. I have people who have drank it who have lost 50 pounds, it gives them energy to clean their house. And I hate that I even sound like a commercial right now. I can't stand it. Like,
no, I'm asking you. I mean, I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's you drink it and it puts your body into ketosis as if you were doing the keto diet.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you make them talk like they're on a commercial. Just promote it to me, Scott.
I drink it and I drink it every day. And that's the only thing I've ever talked about because I use it every day.
And the thing about it is, because I know you in real life, because you are a human that's actually in my life and not just on a podcast, you talk about ketones without knowing that you're talking about it. Like, just not like promoting it or selling it. It's like a part. I've had 2 cups of coffee today. I'm not here to sell coffee. But if someone was like, do you want to sell coffee? I would know how to do it because I use it every day, 17 times a day. I'm probably dying because of it. It's delicious. You see what I'm saying?
For over a year and a half, I have drank it every morning.
Yeah. So that's the difference between that and me selling golf clubs. By the way, you guys should all go out and buy these golf clubs that I've got. They're so good. The flexibility on it is amazing. On the bottoms of the stick where the big metal chunk thing is, that you hit the round things, you just look at that. Look at the flex, bringing it back. I can't play golf because
yeah, I think you could sell a club because if you actually knew the terminology of the parts of the club
on the shaft, the flexible shaft, but we don't make sure that it's not too much of a flex because that's for old people that can't hit.
The stiffness of the shaft. You want a firm grip.
You got to line up your knuckles like a baseball, but like thumbs in, like it's reversed. And I can't do it because when I go to Topgolf, my fun bags are in, so I can't straighten. I don't.
Holly has the same issue.
I should set up 2 phones. One of me getting ready to hit and one facing this way so you can see Dennis's reaction of him just dying inside when I can't straight, because you're supposed to keep it straight all the way.
Yes.
And I am too literal. I'm like, okay. Is this better? Is this good for you? fucking hate golfing, but I want to be good at it. I want to do
fun.
it because I know we talked about this. I know I can be good at anything in the world. Do you know what I mean? Remember when we talked about this? We talked about it on our live, I think. Where
100%. I know. I know.
That's why we were like, are we narcissists?
Something. I know.
I don't think so.
Give me enough time. I'll be good at it.
I can do it. But my brother can, which is so fucking.
He can just pick things up.
Anything. You can invent an instrument.
And he can play it.
Give it to him. Give him 5 minutes alone with it.
See, that's unfair.
I should headbutt him. I know.
That really
guess who picked up that trait? My oldest.
He can play music. He can play instruments just like that.
Well, he hasn't played instruments yet, but he picked up a guitar, but he won't focus on that. But anything else, baseball, immediately.
Just
amazing at it.
Just good.
Just good. It's annoying. It's fucking annoying. We took him to the driving range because Dennis really wanted to go. And I was like, we should all go. And he's like, okay, because I don't use that time to get away from everybody. Sure, come on. And I'm like, it's going to be fun. Oh, family time at the driving range with little kids. Well, we had little tiny real, they're the cutest fucking things, Scott. The little kid baby real. We got those for Carter. I don't know why. I think we got them for free or something. Carter is gone.
Crushing the ball.
I'm like, oh, it must be easy then because he's 6 months old. Look at him go. I try and it's just like the ball's still sitting right there. The wind is the only reason why the ball's moved any at all. The wind from my club. I hate it.
It is a frustrating, wonderful game.
I go to Topgolf for the food, plain and simple.
Food and the ambiance.
Mm-hmm. I want to be good enough I don't even care to play the game. I just want to be good enough to hit the ball, to hit the cart that's picking up the rest of the balls.
Aim for it. It's the game.
Yeah. And how did we get here?
Selling golf clubs, because I was talking about ketones, because we got onto like, what do you sell on social media? Which has to be authentic, because you have to be the honest influencer, because we don't like the word influencer and we don't like the word. What was the other word that we don't like? Oh, TikTok famous.
Stupidest fucking word anyways. The stupidest shit. There's no fucking such thing. Stop it. Stop. You are highly recognized from being on it's so embarrassing.
I know.
It's so embarrassing. But I don't remember why I was telling you that, but there was a reason I was telling you that, because I was telling you that I don't think that I'm anybody, but I don't act up in public anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
Because go to a restaurant with my kids, someone comes up to me. I can see how everybody's acting in my town.
Uh-huh.
I see everybody's acting. They're all congregating next to the soft drink machine. And I'm like, everybody needs a Coke at once. Impressive. Yeah. And then I'm like, no. So did you notice that I didn't drink in Vegas?
I did.
Like we did our big dinner, and I did taste it because he was making it seem like it was going to be so delicious. I'm like, because I'm not against drinking. I hate the day after because I will be hungover for the next 2 years. Okay. I just don't feel good. But also because I assume that everybody is waiting for me to fuck up and they're going to record it and it's going to be bad. And it wouldn't be bad. It would just be disgusting. So social media is it's like a love-hate relationship for sure. I've got to get better at taking breaks. But I feel like I'm letting people down when I take breaks.
Same. And I actually hate announcing taking a break.
I won't. I'll come back and be like, my bad.
I've done that where I've been like, hey,
well, and it's okay because it reminds other people to take breaks sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
I don't like the ones that are like, I'm done with social media. I fucking hate it. It's disgusting. Accounts. And then they delete them and then they're back in less than 24 hours. Like, hey, boo, knew you would be here.
I know. Just don't do that. That's
just say, I need a fucking mental break.
Legit take a few days.
Yeah. I think 3 is a good minimum.
Yeah.
It's just convincing myself to do so because I have people message me and they're like, oh my gosh, when I did take a break because I was in a really dark place. When I say really dark place, I mean that very lightly, which is very weird because the dark and the light thing, like I'm fine.
Yeah.
I just get like in this mood where I'm like, I fucking hate social media. I'm sad. Sure. I'm tired.
Sure.
When we were going through our fucking moody ass we were both PMSing at the same time. We synced up.
We were both like, yeah, this sucks.
But yeah, I went off social media. Didn't even really recognize. I just didn't pick up my phone to do anything for myself. And people were like, hey, you haven't been here in like 2 days. Are you okay? I'm like, hey guys, yeah, I'm okay. Aww. And I feel bad, but it's definitely something that needed to happen. So social media, love-hate relationship, definitely got to figure out how to take breaks more, at least once a month.
I think so too. Once a month, take a break. And I think for people out there listening, like I've had people message me like, what am I supposed to post? How do I go viral? Don't have that be your goal.
I have no idea how to go viral.
I don't know how to go viral. I don't know which videos of mine are going to go viral. I don't know what people are going to like. I don't know what social media platforms are going to push. You just don't know.
Mm-mm.
So my advice is, if you have fun making it, and at the end of your video or like getting your post ready, if you like it and you are happy with it, throw it out there. And who cares what happens to it after that?
What is the worst that's going to happen? You made a video that you had fun and it brought you joy and you posted it, and a stranger comes in and says this was dumb. Be like, so is going out of your way to come to my comment section. But here we are.
Yeah, what's more dumb? Me having a great time making a video trying to make people happy, or you coming in here telling me how dumb I am for doing it?
The latter of the two. If you guys weren't sure, it's the latter of the two.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you for clearing that up, because I was like, first,
I'm not sure. Could be me having fun. No, because I get the same thing. I'm like, just post. And one girl's like, I'm so glad I did. This is so fun. Who cares if you get 5 views? I mean, don't get me wrong. We've all been like, damn, man, I ain't got no fucking views. What's going on? Like, we all do it. 100%.
And we've all been like, man, I love this video. This one's gonna freaking kill it. And then it's like, wah, wah.
Most of mine, if I promote any positive things that I'm doing, because people need me to be the asshole on the internet. So if I'm like, I am going to go to charity and I'm going to build 75,000 houses, they're like 2 views, and then they're going to content violation it.
I know.
It's just, I mean, that's just what it is. But if you're literally, like you say, if you're having fun with it, that's me. I am the girl that makes time. That's just what I'm known for. Whatever. It's just, that's my fate. That's awesome. What happened. But I'm liking posting more about my life. Like I love vlogging. That's what I do on my Instagram stories. I just vlog. That's why they're
like so entertaining
and so long. I'm really sorry about that, but I'm not, because it's fun. And a lot of people like it. Like they listen to it at night before bed, or they listen to it like a podcast.
Because it's a real influencer, like talking and just being very real with your fake filters on.
But we talk about them.
Yeah.
And then I usually start with like, I don't look like this. Good morning. How are you? And then we take them off and I'm like, this is why I put it on. We're going to put it back now.
We're putting it back on.
Put it back on.
With the glasses.
Yeah. Like just be yourself. Like who gives a shit if anybody on this planet doesn't like you?
And another thing is, if you're asking me, hey, Scott, what do I need to do to go viral? What worked for me might not work for you. And so someone's giving you advice and they're saying, if you go come across videos and there's someone saying, this is how you're going to grow your account, this is how you're going to go viral, please completely ignore those. Because
those are the ones that I'm like, hold it down. Do not want to see this.
Interested, and scroll right past it, because that person normally has like 10,000 followers, and like maybe that worked for them to gain 10,000 followers. That's not going to work for everybody. And
but the thing about that too is like, okay, so if your whole goal is to have 1 million followers, I have 1 million followers.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people are active from that? Probably 200.
Yeah.
Nobody comes in my lives. Like I don't have like thousands of views. It's because I just am myself. Like I just am myself. I don't give a shit who comes in my life, because the ones that come in my life, we have a good time and they feel like people I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if that's your goal, like good luck to you. You can do it. 100% you can do it.
Yes.
But I'm going to tell you this now, and I don't give a shit who it offends, because if it offends you, if you want to go viral, if you want to be the most famous, don't be authentic. I said what the fuck I said. And that's how I truly feel, because the ones that I follow that's not true. That's not true. I take it back, because there's 2 people that I follow that are very, very TikTok famous. They have a lot of following. And when I say you're famous, that means that you're somebody who brings positivity. You say how it is. You have your sponsorship deals, but your entire being isn't the sponsor. You're not a walking billboard.
Yeah.
And they are their authentic self. And there's only 2 of them that I've seen, but
am I one of them?
Yep.
You're such a damn.
I think the internet's going out.
I knew as you were saying it that I was not on that list of 2.
The internet is like really, it's choppy. It's like da, 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 da. Alicia is one of them. Do you follow her? Alicia. She's the one that everybody always tells her that her husband can do better than her, because he's fit and in shape, and because she is not fit and in shape.
Alicia.
A-L. Isha.
Alicia Keats?
She's
Alicia Marie.
Mick Carville, Alicia.
Oh, I know Alicia. I'm an idiot. We're friends.
Alicia.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's absolutely amazing.
She's one that I do feel she's completely authentic, completely herself.
I agree.
Shows the good days, shows the bad days, shows the positive things, shows the negative things. That's why
100%
she's
agree.
one of my favorite creators. That is why.
And her husband's name's Scott. So I always.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know what to tell you when it comes to social media because I don't even know what I'm doing still. All I know is I'm being 100% myself. So I have nothing to backtrack on. I say what I mean. I mean what I say.
Yep.
If I don't like something I see, I scroll on. If I love something I see, I absolutely stop what I'm doing to comment and let them know. But I hate social media so much that I love it. I don't know. I just wish everybody would stop being fake. Like, I see you. We see you. Just be your real self. That's what I don't get about, like, and that's a whole nother topic, is like narcissists.
Yeah.
The person that they portray themselves to be that everybody falls in love with, like, just be that person. Why do you have to end up being the bad person that you end up being?
Why don't you just stay the good person that you're faking to be?
I've been around so many narcissists that I'm like, you are so cool. We would get along. And then I see your true colors. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
You're so good at being a good person.
You were good at that. You were a hoot.
Why not just stay there?
I know. I don't get it.
Space.
That's why I'm like, people, the people would actually like you on social media. Like, we would like you authentically. You don't have to put on the face.
Don't be fake. Just be yourself. Be yourself.
Anyways.
So that is our take on the socials. If you want to
banish it all.
If you want to post away. I will never judge someone for making a post. That's not who I am. I will never scroll through. I mean, I will not like content, but 100%. I won't ever get on and tell you how much I don't like your content.
Because what for?
There's no reason to do that. They're like, and I know for a fact people won't like my content. I am content. I'm not for everybody.
No, I'm insufferable.
We're not for everybody, and that's okay. You'll find your people.
To like me, I am an acquired taste. So if you don't like me,
that's cool.
Acquire some taste.
Take a nibble.
The new one for that is I'm an acquired taste. So if you don't like me, go get a COVID test because you can't taste and smell. And I was like, I don't think I like that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny, but
I'm just letting everybody know you don't have to like me because I'm not paying a soul on this planet to do so. And if I do pay you, you better like me the best
out of everybody.
Out of any, seriously. But I mean, we don't have to. So you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea.
Nope. Everyone, thank you for joining today. We unloaded a lot of info.
So much info.
Was it?
It's all true though.
Was it relevant?
No. Are we relevant to anything?
No.
Nope. Mm-mm.
But join us again.
But here we are.
Here we are on a podcast. Join us next week, next Monday, for episode 3.